The Great Wall of China. A name that speaks of history, it speaks of immense human effort. This is not just a wall, it is a story etched across the land. For many centuries it has stood, it has watched empires rise and fall, the wind whispers ancient secrets along its length. Imagine the lives it has touched, so many stories are held within its stones. We are here to explore some of them. Over 2,000 years ago, the first parts were built. Different dynasties added to it. They made it longer and stronger. The wall we see mostly today comes from the Ming dynasty. It stretches for thousands of miles. Like a great stone dragon, it winds over mountains. It crosses deserts and grasslands too, a truly remarkable feat of engineering. The Great Wall was not built all at once, it was a project of many generations. Each emperor had his reasons. Each section tells a different tale. Some parts are made of stone, others are made of earth and wood. The builders used whatever materials were nearby. This shows their cleverness and determination. Today, the Great Wall is a symbol of China's strength and long history. Building the Great Wall was an enormous task. Think of the sheer number of people. Millions of workers were involved. There were soldiers, convicts, and ordinary peasants. They toiled under the hot sun and in the freezing cold. The conditions were incredibly difficult. Many people lost their lives during its construction. Their spirits are said to linger. The materials used were vast. So many stones were cut and moved. So much earth was tamped down. In some areas, bricks were made in kilns. These were then carried up steep mountainsides. Imagine the effort. No modern machines existed then. Everything was done by human hands or with the help of animals. The scale of this operation is hard to comprehend. The wall is not just one single line. It has branches, watchtowers, and fortresses. The watchtowers were placed at strategic points. Soldiers could send signals from them using smoke by day and fire by night. This way messages could travel quickly. News of an attack could spread along the wall. The total length is astounding. If you add up all its branches, it is over 13,000 miles. That is more than halfway around the Earth. It is a testament to human ambition and perseverance. The wall crosses diverse landscapes, from high mountain ridges to deep plunging valleys. It adapts to the terrain, a ribbon of stone and earth, a monument to human will. The main reason for the Great Wall was defense. It was built to protect China, to protect its farms and cities. The threat came mainly from the north. Nomadic tribes lived there. These tribes were often skilled horsemen. They would raid Chinese settlements. They would take food and valuables. The wall was meant to stop them, or at least to slow them down. It was more than just a physical barrier, it was a psychological one too. It marked the edge of the empire. Beyond it lay the barbarian lands, as they were seen. Inside was civilization and order. The wall helped to control trade and manage migration. People and goods could only pass through specific gates. These gates were heavily guarded. Soldiers were stationed all along the wall. They lived in the watchtowers and forts. Their lives were often harsh and lonely. They had to be constantly vigilant. They watched for any sign of trouble. They maintained their weapons and repaired sections of the wall. Their duty was to protect the realm. They were the first line of defense. Many stories tell of their bravery and daily struggles. The wall also served as a communication line. Section 4. Myths and Whispers. Legends of Hidden Treasures. With such a vast and ancient structure, legends naturally arise. Many stories speak of hidden treasures, treasures buried within the wall itself or perhaps hidden nearby. These tales have been passed down for generations. They add an air of mystery and intrigue. Are these stories true, or are they just fanciful tales? It is fascinating to consider. One common type of legend involves wealthy officials or generals. It is said they hid their fortunes to keep them safe. The Great Wall, with its countless nooks and crannies, seemed a perfect spot. A secret chamber, a hollowed-out section. The possibilities fired the imagination. People have searched for these riches for centuries. Another set of stories concerns the workers, the poor souls who toiled to build the wall. Some say they buried their meager savings, hoping to retrieve them later. Or perhaps as offerings to appease the spirits of the land or those who died there. These would not be grand treasures, but they would be precious to those who hid them, small, personal hoards of coins or trinkets. Then there are the tales of imperial treasures. Perhaps a lost shipment of gold or valuable artifacts meant for the emperor, lost due to attack or accident and supposedly hidden for safekeeping. These stories speak of immense wealth, of jewels and precious metals. Such legends have fueled many an adventurer's dream, the lure of finding something so valuable hidden for so long. It is powerfully attractive. Section 5 Echoes from the Past. Archaeological discoveries. Archaeology uncovers real treasures. These treasures tell us about the past. They reveal the lives of those who built the wall. Not always shiny but invaluable for history. They offer a glimpse into daily life, helping us understand this monumental structure. These are the true historical gems. Weapons confirm the wall's military purpose. Arrowheads, swords, and daggers. Silent witnesses to conflict. Imagine the stories they could tell. Each fragment a piece of history. Tools used by the builders, hammers, chisels, and spades, connecting us to the workers, feeling their effort in every stone. Pottery shards are common finds. Bowls and jars for food and drink. Everyday items paint a picture of life. Coins from different dynasties, dating sections of the wall, trade and economy of the time. Personal items surface occasionally, a poignant connection to individual lives. Section 6 Stories set in stone. Historical accounts of valuables. Historical records sometimes mention valuables associated with the Great Wall. These are not always about buried treasure, but they speak of wealth and importance. For instance, records detail the cost of construction, the immense resources poured into the wall. This in itself represents a kind of treasure, a treasure of the state invested in national security, a vast expenditure of wealth and labor. There are accounts of payrolls for soldiers, large sums of money or grain transported to the garrisons along the wall. Sometimes these shipments might have been lost or perhaps stolen. This could give rise to legends of hidden caches. A lost payroll could be a significant find. Not gold bars perhaps, but certainly a treasure for historians. And for those who study economics of the past, some historical texts describe important inspections. Emperors or high officials visiting the wall, they might have brought valuable gifts or conducted ceremonies. Artifacts related to such visits would be significant, perhaps inscribed steles or tablets commemorating a visit or a repair. These are historical treasures. They provide direct evidence. They confirm events and dates, adding pieces to the puzzle. Local gazettes and family histories sometimes contain clues. Stories passed down about a particular watchtower or a specific section of the wall. These might mention a hidden cellar or a place where something valuable was stored. Section 7. The Enduring Legacy. The True Treasures of the Wall. So what are the real treasures of the Great Wall? They are not chests of gold or glittering jewels. The true treasures are the stories of the people, the millions who built it, the soldiers who defended it, the families who lived in its shadow, their lives, their struggles, their hopes. These are woven into its very fabric. The Great Wall is a treasure of human ingenuity, a testament to what people can achieve. It stands as a monument to endurance and perseverance. This spirit of creation is a treasure for all humanity. The cultural significance is immense. The wall is a symbol of China, of its long and rich history. It has inspired artists and poets for